Here's a letter from a 7th grader from Rhode Island. She wrote it the day after the election, and I direct quote from the letter. 7th grader. I'm extremely scared, especially being a woman of color, that the president of the country that I was born and live in is making me feel unsafe when I actually shouldn't feel unsafe. It's even scarier because this man who is now the president of the United States of America has said such rude, ignorant, and disrespectful things about women and all different types of people and is now in charge of our country. I want to feel safe in my country, but I no longer can feel safe with someone like Donald Trump leading the country. Close quote, end of letter. Our president is supposed to make people feel safe. But on Wednesday, a 7th grade girl awoke feeling frightened to be a woman of color in America because Donald Trump was president-elect. If we ignore her voice and other voices, this 7th grader will be left to conclude that we as a nation find her fear acceptable. How do we show her that she doesn't have to be afraid? The first step is facing reality. No matter how hard the rest of us work, the main responsibility lies within the man who inspired the fear. President-elect Trump must act immediately to make America, like that 7th grade girl, feel that they are welcome in his America. Healing the wounds he inflicted will take more than words. Talk is cheap and tweets are cheaper. Healing the wounds is going to take action. But so far, Mr. President, rather than healing these wounds, Trump's actions have deepened them. In one of his very first, if not his first official act, he appointed a man seen as a champion of white supremacy as a #1 strategist in the White House. #1. Everybody else under him. According to CNN, and I quote, white nationalist leaders are praising Donald Trump's decision to name Steve Bannon as his chief strategist, close quote. In the same article, white nationalist leaders say they see Bannon, quote, as an advocate for policies they favor, close quote. And according to the Poverty Law Center, Bannon, quote, was a main driver between Breitbart becoming a white ethno-nationalist propaganda mill, close quote. When asked to comment on Bannon's hiring, KK leader David Duke told CNN, again a quote, I think that's excellent, close quote. A court filing stated that Bannon said, again another quote, that he doesn't like Jews and that he doesn't like the way they raise their kids to be whiny brats, and that he didn't want his girls to go to school with Jews, close quote. That's a court document. By placing a champion of white supremacists a step away from the Oval Office, what message does Trump send to the young girl who woke up Wednesday morning in Rhode Island afraid to be a woman of color in America? It's not a message of healing. If Trump is serious about seeking unity, the first thing he should do is rescind his appointment with Steve Bannon. Rescind it. Don't do it. Think about this. Don't do it. As long as a champion of racial division is a step away from the Oval Office, it will be impossible to take Trump's efforts to heal the nation seriously. So I say to Donald Trump, take responsibility. Rise to the dignity of the office of President of the United States instead of hiding behind your Twitter account. And show America that racism, bullying, and bigotry have no place in the White House or in America.